Welcome to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video, I'm going to be using a newer eyeshadow palette in my collection from a brand I have never tried before, and that is Lethal Cosmetics. I have wanted to try this brand for so long. I have a very good friend here on this platform. Her name is Anki. Her channel name is Makeup by Anki. I will have her channel linked in my description box. She frequently uses Lethal Cosmetics shadows in her videos. And if you guys have not yet gone to her channel and checked her out and subscribed to her, I highly recommend doing so. She creates the most unique, beautiful looks I've ever seen. And she will use any and every color combination, any and every texture combination. She does graphic lining. I mean, she's just absolutely incredible. Incredible. Every time I watch one of her videos, I'm literally just sitting there with my jaw in my lap the entire time from beginning to end, because she does things with eyeshadows I don't think I've ever seen anybody do ever. And Steph, not your basic Steph, my best friend, she also uses Lethal Cosmetics shadows and loves them. So I finally decided to go for it and pick up a palette. And I got this one right here. This is the Lethal Cosmetics Evergreen Pressed Powder palette. And I love the packaging. Like, this whole palette is just so cool. The beautiful sleeve that the palette comes in, really nice, and it feels really good, like it's like soft. I don't know, so cool. And it does have the shade names on the back here, which I think is really neat. And then when you take the palette out, it's equally as gorgeous. It's got this cute little beetle here on the front here. You can't really see it. It's kind of like, I don't know, kind of clear, but you can see it in certain lights. And then when you open the palette up, look how stunning this color story is. Very unique, just really cool. Really excited to create this look today. The shimmers in here, I did swatch a couple of them, and they're just this thick, buttery, amazing texture and consistency. Cannot wait. And I've heard wonderful things about their mattes. I've seen wonderful things with people using these shadows. So especially Anki and stuff, of course. So really excited to finally be using this today on my channel. I think I know what shades I'm going to use today, I'm pretty sure, but not exactly quite yet. And if you look at this palette, I don't know how well you can see in the light, but it shifts colors. This one especially, it's like a purple and green shift. Yeah, you can't see that in my camera, but this is the shade I'm pretty sure I'm going to use today as a shimmer shade in my look today. I cannot wait. So if you guys are ready to watch my look come together with me using a palette from a brand I've never used before, then sit back, relax, and let's get started. So let's get started with this look using the Evergreen Pressed Powder palette from Lethal Cosmetics, this little beauty right here. Now, before I get into the look though, I did want to show you guys something. This came with the cutest postcard from Lethal Cosmetics, and it says, "Thank you so much for your purchase, and we hope you're having the best of times with your new makeup." I will be. We love nothing more than to hear from our customers, so whether you choose to share your unboxing, tag us in a look, or DM us with your feedback, rest assured that it will always put a smile on our faces. Love, the Lethal Cosmetics team. Isn't that cool? I just think that's so neat how indie brands do stuff like this. My brows are done, and this eyelid is primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01, as always. And yeah, let's get into this bad boy. So I think what I'll do is start off with this shade right here and put that in my transition area, this beautiful kind of magenta purple matte. And that is called, let me move this out of the way here. That's called Retreat. Yeah. Okay, cool. And this is a German indie brand. For some reason, I thought it was a US indie brand. I don't know why I thought that, but I was looking at their website, getting some more information about the brand. I was like, oh, very cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start laying this down. And today, as I'm filming this, is Monday, April 17th, and it's my 2-year channel anniversary. I didn't even think about that all weekend. And when I got up this morning, I looked at my phone, I guess it was, and I saw the date, and I'm like, oh my gosh, today is my 2-year YouTube anniversary, or 2-year birthday. So how cool, really fun. And I have reached 1,000 subscribers. I'm now a little over 1,100. And I think I have close to 9,000 watch hours. So I think that's pretty good for a 2-year run. You know, I think it's pretty good. I don't know. I know there's people that have, you know, a bajillion subscribers. I'm never going to have a bajillion, but it is really fun to reach the milestones that I've reached so far. And this shade is gorgeous, very pigmented, and it's applying beautifully. And it's blending out very nicely. I mean, hello. I can't believe this is the first time I have ever tried Lethal Cosmetics. I feel like kind of a ding dong, because I've seen a lot of people use Lethal shadows on their channel, and they love the shadows. You know, I don't think I've ever heard one bad thing about Lethal Cosmetics, ever, not one. And this palette was a little bit more expensive than what I would normally go for. But I kind of treated myself to a few things when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I did. Had some fun, and have a few other palettes I picked up that I will be using in future videos, so I'm really excited about that. Oh, this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just kind of taking the brush and I'm just kind of going around the edge there just to kind of tone the harsh edge down a little bit. And I did want to kind of amend something that I said in a video where I talked about the 5 things I'm not going to say anymore on my channel. When I talked about using whatever you want, whatever age you are. I still believe that. But I do think that I kind of, not misspoke, but I got a little too ham about that particular concept, because I do think it's okay to not use certain products at a certain age too. Like, I don't really like full coverage foundations anymore because I have, you know, fine lines and wrinkles, and I don't always like how it looks on me. But I've never really liked full coverage foundations anyway. But what I was getting at in that video, I kind of went off the rails a little bit, is just that if you want to wear something at any age, you should be able to do that, regardless of what anyone else says to you or what the beauty standard is, whatever. That's what I was really getting at, is just that you should be able to do whatever you want. But I don't mean to say that like everything looks amazing on me at my age, because it does not. That's not true. Okay, I think I'm good with that for now, but I might go around again. We'll see. But now I want to go into this shade right here, and this is called, let me flip this back over again. This is called Nightless. It's this beautiful, it's like a dark green, but kind of with a little bit of blue in it too. It's hard for me to describe colors, but let's go ahead and put that in my outer V. And sometimes I struggle with picking the right kind of brush. You know, like I'll start in with a look and I'm like, that's not the brush I should have used. That one worked great. That's one of my Jessup brushes. And this one is just, I don't even know what this is. I think this came in like a Ipsy or a BoxyCharm. I don't really know. Anyway, I'm gonna go and put this right out here. And these two colors are very different from one another. Of course, they're probably, what are they, opposite on the color wheel? I don't know. I have not looked at a color wheel in so long. When I was in dance theater, when I was in college, that's the first time I ever really looked at a color wheel or like really even knew what it was, because I did a dance in one of our performances where we used, or we had costumes on that had colors on it that were opposite the color wheel. And my outfit that I had on were these two colors. So I think they're opposite on the color wheel. I don't know. You guys are like, Erica, oh my God, you do your makeup and you don't know anything about the color wheel. But this is gorgeous. It's very pigmented. It's just not patchy. It's just going on beautifully. I mean, easy peasy, man. I just, sometimes it's just so funny to me how I am about makeup. Like, I'll hear all these great things about a brand and it just takes me oodles of time to get on the bandwagon and actually try the brand. And that's kind of how I felt about Glamlight. Like, I'd never purchased a Glamlight palette. I'd seen them a million times and really wanted to, but I hadn't done that. And the first one I got was the Michaela 1 palette. I've gotten a couple more Glamlight palettes I'll be using soon. I'm not going to give it away today. Yeah, I tried it for the first time. I tried Glamlight for the first time and I was like, you know, I mean, come on, Erica, get with the program. And it's funny, I was thinking this morning as I was getting ready to sit down to film here, just how different I feel about my YouTube channel now as when I started. I mean, I still feel very similar or the same about it. I love it just as much as I did when I started, absolutely. But just how more comfortable I am now to film videos. I still get a little nervous though, I do. Still get a little nervous. Sometimes it takes me a while to get my intro down because I'm like, I don't know, I just have to like take a few deep breaths, like relax, it'll be okay. But I can remember when I very first started just being an absolute wreck when I would sit down to film, you know, super nervous, super, like kind of almost like kind of shaky. So nervous I was shaking like a leaf. I mean, ridiculous. I mean, it's not really ridiculous. I don't know. But I am really happy that I've kind of gotten over that like intense nervousness because I'm just really not as nervous anymore. That is absolutely stunning. I love the two of those shades together. I do, though, want to go back into, what's this called again? Retreat, and just blend that out just a little bit, just so those look a little bit more jivey with one another. Just kind of take a little bit more of that and just kind of go around the edge here. So now let's go into the shimmer. Whew! I'm so excited. I'm gonna use this one right here, and this is called Biome. And let me try to see if I can make it shift for you. It shifts. Okay, so can you see the purple there? And then it's green. And then back to purple. I love shades like this. And the brush that I love to use the most for applying shimmers like this is this one right here. It's a cream shader brush from Jessup. It's the 233 cream shader brush. And I just love it because the shadows adhere so well to this brush. And because it has like that kind of pointy tip on it, you know, it just, I don't know, just works really well to do this. So, ooh, this looks so beautiful. And they do have these like really cool little designs kind of like pressed into the shadow. And these pans are removable, and you can actually go onto the Lethal Cosmetics website. You guys are probably thinking, yeah, Erica, we already know this, but you can get singles too. So that's really cool. Really cool to be able to do that and make your own little palette. I might do that at some point. So let's go ahead. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely stunning. And it took me like a nanosecond to put this on my eyelids. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that I'm going to have to dip back into the pan at all. I don't think I will. I mean, this is just incredible. I won't have to go over it with my finger. I'm so excited. This is so fun. And you can definitely see the shift in my mirror. I don't know if you guys can see it where you're sitting or your vantage point, but you can definitely see the, like right now it's purple and then it's green. Oh, it's eyeshadow wizardry at its finest. And look how nicely it's like jiving with that matte, you know. I will go over it again just a little bit, but I love how that's interacting with each other. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so glad that I finally figure stuff out and get really fun palettes from brands I've never tried before. It's so great. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I mean, boom, done. That was easy. Let's go back into this one here, and that's called, gosh, Nightless. And put that back on there just a little bit. Take that edge away. So now the lower lash line, I did pop a little bit of my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer on down here. And I'm going to start off with my waterline, and I'm going to use this one from Nonny. This is the Nonny Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner, and this is Fixed on Plum, and I love it. And I like it because it's got a little bit of like a metallic sheen to it, and I thought that would look cool with the eye look. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this down here. And these are really affordable, and they stay really well in the waterline, really well. And it's a little darker than, well, it's fine. I think that'll look cool, I hope. I don't know, we'll see. Lately, I have been choosing very strange waterline shades. I'm like, what? Why would I do that? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a combination of these two on the lower lash line. I'm gonna put this towards the outer part, and this one towards the inner part of the lower lash line. And I just can't get over how cool that shimmer is. Man, it's got the most beautiful shift to it. Okay, let's go ahead and put this down right here. And we still have not gotten a lot of sun here. We did have a little bit of sun the other day, and my daughter and her husband were able to take a baby to the park, and he got to swing, and you should see that child on a swing. He loves it. He just loses his mind. He just laughs and shrieks and kicks, and oh, he just loves it. He is just so happy all the time, you know? I mean, every so often he's not happy, but I would say it's very, very rare that that child is not happy. He is just so full of life and just loves everything. It's just so cool to see life through a baby's eyes, especially a happy baby, because I watch him look at things, like investigate things, and how joyful he is with just about everything. I mean, truly. Like they even have this vacuum cleaner that like detaches and goes around the room like a Roomba. It's not a Roomba, but kind of like that. And the base that it sits in, he thinks that's the coolest thing. He goes over and talks to it. It's so funny. And he loves his pets, you know, like my daughter has 2 cats and a dog, and he just loves his pets. And when he comes over here, he loves Reggie. Bitsy hides from him. Bitsy hides from everybody. So weird. She was a stray cat, and I don't know if maybe she was like abused or something, because she acts really strange when anyone she doesn't know comes in this house. She runs and hides. My husband says it's just self-preservation, and she's smart because she doesn't know who they are. Reggie would go home with anyone. You know, he thinks everybody's his best friend. Okay, let's go to the shade here again, and it's called Retreat. What's wrong with me today? I just can't retain the names of the shades. But yeah, he's just, it's just really fun to see how he is with everything around him. He just loves everything. And he is super obsessed with the movie Shrek. He's not even a year old yet, and he loves Shrek. So his first birthday party, Mama's doing a whole Shrek B-Day party for him, and we're so excited. He's going to be 1 next month. Where does the time go? And these shades are working beautifully on the lower lash line. I love that. Because I do have some shades, some palettes where, I don't know, sometimes I feel like the lower lash line or the shadows don't really adhere that well, or they just, I don't know what it is. But this is not doing that at all. I mean, I'm so thrilled. If you guys want to see more looks with this palette, let me know, because I'd be happy to do that for you. So I am pretty much done with this eye look. I think I will take just a nothing on it brush and just kind of go around the outside edge there just a little bit. But I will go off camera. I'm going to do my other eye, the finishing touches, the rest of my face makeup, my hair, and I'll be right back. I'm back. This is the finished look, and I'm absolutely obsessed with that eyeshadow palette. What took me so long to try Lethal Cosmetics? I mean, duh. Just this palette is a no-brainer. It's absolutely gorgeous. And of course, I'll show it to you again. We'll talk about it again. But before I get there, let me show you a few things quickly that I used for my finished look today. For my mascara, I did use the Berry M Feature Length Mascara that my dear friend Linda that lives in Sweden, she sent this to me a while back. One of my favorite mascaras in my collection. I just love it. And then for my upper lid liner, I used my new favorite here. This is the Yankina 3D Waterproof Precision Liquid Eyeliner that I got in some PR from Temu. I'm in love with this liquid liner. It's amazing. And then for my lips, I used another Temu product that I got in some PR. This is the Dragon Renee Punk Style Liquid Lippy. Beautiful shade, feels really good on the lips, and it's got the cutest packaging. Isn't that cute? I love it. It's got some little skull and crossbones, says Punk Style. I just love this. And then for my highlighter and also for my inner corners, I did use the Aurora Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills that my dear friend Avita sent to me. I just kind of threw this in a drawer and hadn't used it for a while, and I did use this shade right here called Spectra, and I need to just sit this out on my desk because this is my favorite highlighting palette that I have. It's just so fun and so many cool shades in here. I think this looks great on my inner corners, and I just love it on my face too. So now let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. The Evergreen Pressed Powder Palette from Lethal Cosmetics. Man, I am so impressed with how the mattes performed. The shimmer was amazing. This matte right here called Retreat, I do remember what it's called now. I put that in my transition area and on the front part of my lower lash line. Just wonderful. Very pigmented, blended out nicely, beautiful shade. I use this shade right here called Nightless in my outer V and on the latter half of the lower lash line. Again, extremely pigmented, blended out well, applied beautifully, very easily. These two shades jibe together very well. And the shimmer shade right here, this is called Biome. It is absolutely stunning. That beautiful shift from purple to green, just amazing. And very easy to apply. You know, sometimes I'll have to go into the shimmer again with my brush or use my finger just to make it as impactful as I possibly can make it. I did not have to do that at all with the shade. I mean, I dipped into it once, I sprayed it, put it on my lid, done. I mean, very easy look, very quick look to put together. I mean, everything just worked so well. I didn't have to mess around with these shades a lot. And so happy that I finally tried this brand, and now I want to go on their website and get all their palettes and create my own little palettes with their singles and like, slow down. You don't need to do that because, you know, these are a little bit more expensive than what I would normally go for, but you definitely get what you pay for with these shadows. Absolutely get what you pay for. And if you guys want to see me use this again on my channel, let me know, because I'd love to do that again. I'm definitely going to use this palette again. This is going to get a lot of use in my collection, even though I have a ton of palettes. This is similar to my experience I had with the Club Nebula palette, the P. Louise Watch the Queen Conquer palette, you know, like where I just kind of lost my mind, had to use it for days on end. But I do have some other videos I need to film. So I don't know, we'll see. But I just love this palette, the brand, really cool packaging, you know, like the sleeve and the box that it came in, that postcard, such a cool indie brand. And if you guys haven't tried out Lethal Cosmetics yet, I'm here to recommend them to you big time. So let me know if you guys have that palette and what you think of it, or if you have other items from Lethal Cosmetics. We can chat about that in the comment section. Like I said, what took me so long? I just don't get it sometimes. I don't get it. And I'd seen Anki use these shadows and stuff a bazillion times, and I was like, oh man, their looks were always so beautiful, and the shades looked like they worked so well. And I don't know. But I'm here to join the Lethal Cosmetics party, and I'm not going home. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and please comment down below in the comment section, because I absolutely love to chat with you guys there. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again on my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and you're darn right, you're going to see me soon. Bye.
Drop it.